food shop was getting boring and I spotted makeup and went, ooh! Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing really, really well. It is finally kind of summery outside. It's actually sunny. It's actually warm. I have a cold sugar-free iron brew to drink and we are going to play with some not new but kind of new to me, but sort of they keep taking it out of stock and then bringing it back in, so it's very confusing. Lacura makeup, specifically their Naturals 2 palette. Now this is supposedly a dupe for one of the Urban Decay Naked palettes, and I can't remember which one, so I will put which one up here because I will do some research and find out. But I wanted to get one of these ages ago when they first came out, but I was basically too slow and they didn't have the 2. They had, I think there's a few different options of these, and this was the one that really spoke to me on a level, you know? But it went out of stock, as things have a little bit of an annoying habit to do in Aldi, and yeah, I didn't manage to get it. But then I spotted that my local Aldi have brought them back. So I wanted to do another review on Lacura eyeshadow palettes because you guys seem to really enjoy them. They perform really well on my channel. All of them are like 2 or 3 that I've done. 3? Have I done 3? I think I've done 3. I have a lot of these palettes. But you guys seem to really, really enjoy them and find them helpful, so I wanted to talk about that. But whilst I was in there, I also picked up a couple of other things. So I picked up another one of their liquid eyeliners because I spoke about this in my last video, I think it was, and I really, really like their liquid eyeliner. I find them really, really easy to apply. They last really well throughout the day. Then they're still quite easy to take off and just, you know, it does good things. But then I spotted something which I hadn't seen before, and this is their dewy lip balm with shea butter and coffee seed oil, and I got this in the shade Berry, and this I am very excited to try because I love a lip balm. I do. I'm a little bit of a lip balm. Ooh. Fan. I was going to say fan. I was going to finish my sentence, but ooh, this is nice. The packaging is really cute, but can you see it's got like this little kind of clear section at the bottom, and this is what it looks like. Really nice. And then it's one of these little kind of like, I call them like little ski ramp. I just think it looks like a little ski slope kind of applicator. So, oh, that smells insanely delicious. Oh, that is nice. That has, oh, it smells, I'm going to do that really annoying thing that YouTubers do. It smells like something. It smells like strawberry laces. That's what that smells like, strawberry laces. And that feels lovely. It is quite, almost a gloss in the way it looks. It doesn't have as much of a tint as I thought it might do, but that is that. Okay, that's a beautiful. So we're off to a great start. Look. Oh, drop the brush. I'll get that in a sec. Look at that. That is all kinds of beautiful. What I love in this is that you've got everything from this banana-y brightness shade, really, really light, all the way to a good old dark brown and a black. These are just such important shades to have in an eyeshadow palette if it's going to be versatile, and I just thought this looked beautiful. Like I said, they did have a few different options, but I just felt like this was a really good mix between the kind of the cool tones, and then you've got some warmer tones in here as well. So for me, this just looked like the most versatile. So it does come with a brush, which is the same kind of brush as they had in the Decay palette. But I kind of wish that in these Naturals palettes that they had the same brushes as they had in this series of palettes, the ones which are all in this gorgeous, I still can't get over it, how gorgeous the packaging is on these. Because in these ones, if I show you, they have a more kind of fluffy blending edge alongside the sort of liner edge. Whereas in the Naturals palette, they have this flatter blending end and then thinner side. This is a gorgeous little brush, the one that came with my Moondust palette, and then it's the same one in the Revival as well. This is a gorgeous little brush, and if it wasn't dual-ended and I could keep it in my little jar of brushes without flattening one of the ends, I would use this all of the time. So I do kind of wish that they had these brushes in all of them, but I've said it before, the brushes that come with the Lacura palettes really are not bad. They are really decent, especially for the price that you're paying for these palettes. A lot of the more expensive eyeshadow palette brands could take some serious notes. But that's enough of me complaining about the fact that they've given me a really nice free brush to use. Free brush, I mean I did pay for it, but free with the palette. I think I'm gonna go for more of these cool tones today, just because they're really pretty and I want to. The only thing I'm noticing with this palette is that they are majority shimmers. So the only matte shades are vanilla, lilac, and then charcoal. So even this dark brown is actually a very slight, it's a satin, it's not a shimmer, it's definitely a satin, but that's good to know. Okay, so I've just primed my eyes using the H&M Eye Fidelity Primer, and when I went to link this the last time I used it, I realised that H&M just didn't even seem to make it anymore, which is really, really sad because I love this. But if they have started making it again, I will link it in the description, but just use any eye primer that you have that you like, it really doesn't matter. So first off, I'm gonna go in with this kind of almost banana-y creamy shade called Vanilla, just all over the eyelid, because we are gonna do a bit more of a smoky look today, because I don't often do those on my channel, but I always like to start quite smoky looks with quite a bright base. I just find that it means the whole look doesn't just get a little bit much. And to be honest, this shade is just a very, very light, set the eyelid sort of a shade. Not going to give you a huge amount of pigment, but that's fine. I don't particularly want it to. For anyone who loves this, oh, yeah, beautiful. Look at that mirror. That is a good mirror. Next up, I'm going to go in with this shade here, which is called Lilac. And as always, I'm going to use the brush they supply to use these, because I am very aware that sometimes you just want to be able to grab a palette and chuck it in your bag or whatever and just go with it. You don't want to have to think about what brush you're using. So if it comes with a brush that's good, that's a win in my book. And like I said, I do actually really like the brushes Lacura do. So that is a really nice shade. It's not super pigmented, I will be perfectly honest. Now I am finding this shade a little bit difficult to blend. That could be because I don't particularly enjoy this shape of brush to blend with. So I am going to cheat the system ever so slightly and just use an ordinary blending brush just to see if that makes any difference. If it doesn't make any difference, then it's sort of fine, because can you see, it's just grabbed on that little spot on my eye, and I've never had an eyeshadow grab there before, so that is not a normal occurrence. Let's see if we can build up that shade a bit more, because I do want it to be a little bit more intense than it is at the moment. I do have to say, like, it's applying onto the eyelid really beautifully. Like I said, it's just getting a little patchy on my left eye. I am willing to accept user error. It could just be, I mean, I am not a makeup artist by any stretch of the imagination. I just am somebody who loves playing with makeup. But yeah, you can still see, it's still just grabbing just there on my eye, and I can't seem to make that blend away. So I'm gonna keep going and see if we can make that work. The next shade I'm gonna go into is this dark brown satin, and this is called Shadow. Good name for an eyeshadow, just call it Shadow, I like it. And I'm just gonna see if we can just deepen up this look a little bit more, just make it a little bit more smoky. Okay, I'm not getting this palette overall so far does not feel like it is as pigmented as the other palettes I've tried. Specifically these two here. These are still my favourite two, I think, of the Lacura palettes that I've tried. They just feel a bit different in formula. Like, this shade is going, I mean, you can see it there. This is going on really patchily. It's a shame, because I love the look of this palette. And like, in the pan, this palette is beautiful. So the fact that that is not translating onto my eye at all, it's really disappointing. Right, I am actually going to not use their brush again, just for a second, just to see if it is the brush or is it the shadows? So we're going to use, this is a Sigma E35 brush, and let's use this and see if that makes any difference on the other eye. No, being the short answer. I'm also getting a lot of fallout, which is why I always recommend doing your eyes first, particularly when it's a new eyeshadow palette that you haven't tried before, because you never know when this is going to happen. Right, I think I'm going to give up with that colour, to be perfectly honest with you. It's just turning into a patchy, muddy wash of colour on my eye, which is really disappointing. So let's actually try this black shade. Let's try charcoal. Quick question, would you guys find it helpful if I included swatches in my videos? Because I haven't done them up until this point, because although they're quite nice to look at, swatches don't really tell you a huge amount about the eyeshadow. It's more about, you know, how it applies on the eyes. You don't walk around with stripes of colour, you know, up your arm. But if you would find them helpful, let me know in the comments below. I can absolutely do them. I simply don't, because I don't find them that helpful as a viewer, but obviously if you guys would like them, then I can absolutely do them. Oh, hello. Okay. I went in expecting that to not be as pigmented as that. I thought it was going to be similar to the other one. So that colour is, okay, I appreciate I look like I've been socked one in the eye at this precise moment in time, but we are going to sort that out as we go. But okay, frantically tapping off the excess this time. Okay, full disclosure, at this point in the video I am really tempted to just take it off and start again. I'm so tempted to do that. I'm not going to, because I think this is actually kind of helpful, because I have spoken about Lacura makeup a lot on this channel, okay? I'm a big believer in the fact that they produce the makeup that they do to normally the quality that they do, for the price that it is, and it's cruelty free, and it's all of those things. I think a lot of companies could learn a lot from them. But so far this palette is making me mad. Like I said, I am not a makeup artist, okay? I'm not by any stretch of the imagination. I have never claimed to be one. But I do flatter myself that I'm pretty good at doing makeup, okay? And this, look, I've even got a smudge of it on my forehead. I've gotten so annoyed at it. Even though now we've got a bit of pigment, it is not blending for love nor money. And even using a pretty expensive blending brush is not going to save this mess. Honestly, I'm so frustrated, because it's like, I rarely feel like I've wasted my money. I feel like I've wasted my money today. So, we're going to try and cover it up with shimmer. I'm going to go in with this champagne shade, and I'm going to take it on my finger, because this shade looks really beautiful, but burnt by it before. I mean, looks hopeful. It's not making me recoil in horror, which is more than I can say for the other two. Okay. See, shimmer just fixes things. It always does, but a palette should not have to rely on the shimmers to save it. Let me know, have any of you got this palette? And how did you get on with it? Or do you have any of the others in the Naturals collection? Because I have the Nectar one, and I love this palette. I use it all the time, and the formulas seem to be really good. This is just so disappointing. Sorry to be a bit of a downer in this video, but to be fair, we have not had many complete fails on this channel before. So I feel like maybe we would do one. The day was going too well. It was too nice outside. I should have been suspicious. Okay, so that has definitely made that eye a bit better. This eye is still a bit of a car crash. So I am going to go in with a little bit of Orchid, which is this one just here. And I'm just going to take, again, a little bit on my finger. And we're just going to brighten up the very inner corner of the eye. Just a little. And again, a little under the brow bone there. These shadows don't seem to want to play together which is funny considering they're in the same palette. Okay, I'm gonna go away and do the rest of my base and my eyebrows, and then I will be right back with you and we will try to finish this in some way. Okay, we are back. The base is on, the eyebrows are done. Now the eyebrows look terrifying, I grant you that, but bear with, we're not done yet. Little update from my e.l.f. video. This was the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, and I have found myself reaching for this one a lot. I have also been using the other one, and to be honest, I don't know which one I like more. I've gone for this one today. I still feel like this one maybe is pulling a little bit warm on me, particularly with a cool eyeshadow on. I don't mean cool as in it's good, I mean cool as in cool. I appreciate this is not, if you are new here, then please do not judge my skills on this look, okay, because this is not my finest hour. I am going to go in with the LACURA liquid eyeliner because I already know that I love this. This is one of my favourite liquid liners that I have ever used, really, and I just find it so easy, doesn't smudge on me, and we are all good. I can't, oh, this eyeshadow, man alive. Alright, I'm gonna stop complaining about it now because it's on. But like, this is what I mean about it being, normally LACURA is such a hit with me. Like, I love this eyeliner. It is so easy. It's not the blackest black of all time, but you can build it up. And I actually prefer a liquid eyeliner that isn't too like, wow, because they're so much easier to use that way. Okay, so because I am a glutton for punishment apparently, we're going to go back in with the eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to do a very simple little bit of eyeshadow underneath my eye. I don't generally do really smoky under eyes. I don't find it particularly flatters my face shape, but with a dark eye, and we're about to put more eyeliner on, then I do think you need to balance it out just a little bit. So I'm just going in with the shade Lilac, and I'm using the thinner, flatter end of the brush. And you can see, like, it's a light shade, but I actually really like that one. So I don't know, I think it's the dark colours that have done me dirty, to be honest. But I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the shadow shade, which is that satiny dark brown, and just run that under the eyes a tiny bit. Okay. I do feel like now even just with a bit of liner on, it does help. Now I'm going to go in with the Sigma Longwear Eyeliner Pencil in Wicked. There we go. This is starting to come together a little bit more. I've said it before, but if you are somebody that has tried to do a winged eyeliner and you're like, oh, this isn't quite working for me, line your upper waterline. Makes the biggest difference. Okay, for mascara, we're using the e.l.f. Lash It Loud Volumizing Mascara, and being perfectly honest, the only reason I am using this mascara is because it's the only one I have that hasn't completely run out. I have ordered a couple more that I'm going to try, and I'm very excited about trying, but yeah, this mascara is a no from me. I know loads of people really like it, but I just don't. I feel like it's had a chance to sort of, you know, dry out, and we've had a little bit of a chance to get used to each other, and no. As soon as another mascara arrives, I shall be using that instead. And that is the eyes finished. Okay, so now that I have put on an insane amount of eyeliner, I really like how it looks, but I have to be honest, like, the eyeshadow still, I mean, it started to look better as the look has gone on, and it's kind of almost bedded in a little bit and has gone a little bit less patchy, but like the way that applied was just awful. So last step before I give my final thoughts, I'm pretty sure you'll know what it is I'm going to use my e.l.f. Day to Night lipstick, and I'm actually going to use the Day shade just because I think bold eye look, I don't want to go too crazy with the lips as well. But I do have to say that I have been really enjoying this shade. I've been wearing it quite a bit, obviously just around the house for funsies, And whilst it's lovely, it is not a long-lasting formula. It's very light and creamy, which is lovely. It's very comfortable, but it comes off in everything. You have a glass of water and it basically all comes off. So whilst it's a beautiful colour, it's a little high maintenance for me in terms of a lipstick. And that is it. That is the full look. I wanted to do something quite smoky, a bit more glam, because I don't normally do that on my channel. But I thought this palette did definitely lend itself towards the more kind of smoky side of things. But I mean, I will continue to try this. I will give it another go. Like I said before, check out my Instagram for the makeup that I'm wearing just day to day. It's not super groundbreaking, but I just think it's really fun to see and really useful to see what are people actually reaching for, like, every single day. I mean, this is on my desk all times, like this Pink Honey Texture Hold eyebrow gel. Like, I use this every day, so therefore it appears every day. I don't try and use new products just for the sake of it, if that makes sense. So I will keep trying this. The shimmers, with the exception of this dark brown shade, seem to be really, really lovely. So I'm excited to try out this khaki shade because it's a really interesting kind of greeny goldy shift. And yeah, and again, this shade Coin looks beautiful. So I will keep trying the palette, but I have to be honest. I mean, you saw how it went on the eye and how it blended and or not. That shimmer is sort of saving it, the eyeliner, the mascara. It's all kind of saving it. And for me, that is a real shame. So, to draw my irritated ramblings to a close. Dewy lip balm, gorgeous, love it. I shall be using this every single day. I will go back and buy more. They do have these in a few different flavors, so I might have to get the others and try them. The eyeliner, I already knew I really liked this. I still really like it. This is a winner in my book. I have nothing else to say about this. So that is the end of the video. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a like, subscribe to my channel, make me feel better about having used terrible eyeshadow palette on a beautiful day. I'm gonna go and do something to cheer myself up, but I hope you guys are having a great week. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves, enjoy the sunshine if you're in the UK, enjoy the bank holiday weekend, yes, and yeah, I will see you guys very soon. Bye. I'm not angry, Lacura, I'm just disappointed. Why do they make these boxes so difficult to get into, okay? Lacura, sort it out. You done, train?